Talked last segment a little bit about the offense looking different for Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson and Joel Bitonio addressed that same topic. How different will this offense look next year?
Most definitely, I think it would be totally different. We've seen glimpses of what we wanted to do, but I think it'll be a lot different for sure.
I think we saw glimpses of what we can be with his, ability to improvise, ability to make the big pass when we need to get out of sacks. Also, opens up, the run game for Nick. I think the last couple of weeks, we haven't given him the ball as much, but his efficiency has been a lot better, run and pass for Nick. So you see all those things where it's hey, the goal is to maximize our offense for everybody in it. You know what I mean? And if that's spreading them out and letting Nick run in 6 and 7 man boxes instead of 8 or 9 man boxes, I think it's a big advantage for us. And I think you saw glimpses of what we can do second half of Washington, some of those touchdown drives we had yesterday. And obviously there's things we need to work on. I think we have to understand, the scramble drill a little bit better. We have to understand our, our protection, how he's going to move around the pocket, things like that. But I think you saw glimpses of what could be good.
And Jeff, when you look at this offense, I think the wide receiver that they want to find is somebody who gives people problems in space. Could even be a running back, somebody that you can get the ball in his hands in the open quickly and who creates and puts pressure on a defense.
I agree with you. And maybe, he never obviously got to play this year, but the Browns did invest in a player like Jakeem Grant last year. His season came to an end very early with a ruptured Achilles. Here was a player they valued as a returner, but you saw times where he was involved in offenses through his time in the NFL. And he's just one of these guys where he gets the ball in his hands and if he's in space, just basically scares the daylights out of you. Because whether it's his speed, whether it's his wiggle ability, just a real solid weapon. The Browns did bring in Jalen Darden. He got a little taste of playing time yesterday. This is a player that has that sort of type of ability. But again, that's the guy you're looking for because you have the consistencies of Nick. You know exactly what you have in Amari. Donovan's great at the contested catches. David Njoku rolls well on the rollouts and the boots and all that stuff. But you just need a general guy because normally you always want to say in a 3rd and 8, oh, my God, just make sure you throw it to the sticks. But when you have those type of special guys who have that type of ability, special ability in the open field, you can throw them a 3-yard pass and have confidence that they'll find a way to pick up the remaining 5, 6, 7 yards to keep the chains moving. That's going to be a big, tough find for them. And I do think Joel made one good point as far as, scramble drill. And you saw a lot of it. First off, you saw players just assuming Deshaun was going to go down at times and everybody kind of stopped and everybody was like, oh my God, he got out of that. And then, but you have to learn how to work, and it's a really, really difficult thing to practice because it just doesn't really work that way. It's something that's really got to come in a game because you kind of got to feel where defenses are, and you got to find the open spot to help your quarterback out. But there's a lot of work to be done. But look, everybody's positive, everybody's committed, everybody knows there's work to be done. It's not like everybody's saying this is as good as it's going to be. Everybody's saying the right things, that they know it should be better, they know it will be better. And, that's what you have to be looking for at the end of the day.